it's Ian at SS8000 Cars, and tonight is an exciting night. What we're going to be doing tonight is going to the launch of the new McLaren GT at the McLaren Technology Centre close to Woking, and I'm really quite excited by it. We're in the Porsche Macan, so it's a nice car to ride over there in, and I think it's going to be quite an event. Now, interestingly, the GT is really McLaren's first attempt to have a genuine Grand Tourer. Now, I know they had the 570 GT before, which actually I'd driven and I thought was brilliant, but still it was a little bit manic for a laid-back Grand Tourer. Now, this car has over 600 brake horse and 490 pounds-foot of torque, so it's going to be terrifically quick. It seems to be a similar power output to the 600 LT, but apparently it is a brand new engine. It's a 4-litre V8, and the car for a Grand Tourer weighs in at 1530 kilos, so that's pretty impressive as well. Yeah, I think it'd be interesting. Now, one of the things that I've said in the past, of course, is that what happens with any car that has a carbon tub is you get a certain resonance through the tub itself. I get that on the 675 LT. It'll be interesting to see whether they've managed really to take that out of the car, because this is still a mid-engine car. If you look at its side profile, it is not dissimilar to a 570, but it's been elongated at the back, and I suspect that's to provide extra luggage, because they're making a big thing here about there being extra luggage. So if it rides well and it's quiet for long distances, this might well revolutionize the GT market, because quite frankly there aren't many GTs out there around the 1500 kg mark. They're just not there. So I'm really fascinated to know when I get this car on the road how it actually performs. So we're arriving at the McLaren Technology Centre, and this is the Thought Leadership Centre. What a fantastically interesting place. Circular entrance reception with the solitary 570S, looks like a spider sitting outside. Wow. Do you know, you'd really have no idea what lies beneath. Typical McLaren, totally fastidious in terms of the detail. Everything that's contained in the Thought Leadership Centre is actually underground, and yet we're only a couple of hundred metres from the McLaren Technology Centre itself and the manufacturing operation. I've not been here before. I've obviously been round to the Technology Centre, which is the main building where you see the lake is in front of it. And obviously Bruce McLaren said life is measured in achievement, not in years alone. So quite an amazing place, I'd say. It's just extraordinary, all underground. And presumably we're walking through to where the launch of the McLaren GT is going to be.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this spectacular venue, the McLaren Thought Leadership Centre, here at our headquarters in Woking. Over the last 9 years, McLaren have consistently disrupted the performance car segment. From our very first car, the MP412C, through to the stunning three-seater Speedtail Hyper GT, McLaren have done things differently. You could say that McLaren has consistently rewritten the rules. So please put your hands together for the design director, Mr. Rob Melville. Smile. How are you doing?
Very well, thank you.
I think that smile represents the mood in the room, eh?
Absolutely, yeah. No, it's always a really special moment, a little bit nerve-wracking as well.
Would you mind just coming and have a look at the front for us?
Sure.
Give us one of your world-famous design walk-arounds if you can.
Okay, absolutely love to. Okay, so I think as you walk up to the car, dead front view, the first thing that strikes you is just the simple, fluid, elegant lines of the car, these big, bold, seamless, sleek volumes. And as well, you'll really notice that we've got a much higher nose than anything we've done before, and a much higher splitter. This means ground clearance is fantastic, the car's very, very practical to use, easy to use around town, potholes, sleeping policemen, no issues. We also have some familiar DNA there as well. So we have this hammer headline that runs horizontally across the nose of the car. Really makes the car really wide, and that's flanked by all new LED headlamps with daytime running lights, all new daytime running lights, signature lighting. And then, as we move down to the side of the car, you'll see here we're showing 20 and 21-inch wheels on the car. They come as standard, but this particular design is an optional wheel design. Beautiful deep dish, gives the car a great stance. And then the body side. So right from the top of the headlamp, it's really long, fluid front fender line that washes out beautifully into this really elegant door design, very, very clean door design. Now onto the tailgate. There we go. So this is a powered tailgate. This is an option, comes standard with the manual, and an incredible amount of luggage space. We have 450 litres of luggage in the rear, full-size set of pro golf clubs, flight bag. You can actually get 2 soft bags behind the seats all at the same time. And up at the front, we have a further 150 litres of luggage, so 2 more flight bags. Need a glamorous assistant. Yep. There we go. So it really, really is a very, very practical design that looks incredible, and a great breadth of ability really as a product.
As the car spins round, you'll notice that we haven't loaded the car up with heavy walnut dash or deep Wilton carpets, as you might expect from traditional Grand Tourers. To be honest with you, that's not really very McLaren. Instead, we've used a combination of very fine leathers and lightweight high-tech materials to create a modern, refined environment. And as Rob pointed out, there's exquisitely machined aluminium switchgear and soft leather surrounding the occupants. I'd also like to point out that unlike some of the competition that I've mentioned, we're not even going to pretend that this seats 4 people. What we did is we made a very, very conscious decision to omit those compromised rear seating. Instead, we focused on creating more usable rear space and saved weight by deleting those seats at exactly the same time. So coupled with the quietness that I mentioned earlier, the result is an inviting environment perfect for a long journey. As Rob mentioned, we have a range of trim levels inside the car to give you a huge choice of specification to allow you to create your perfect car. But as always with McLaren Special Operations are more than happy to do something totally unique just for you.
Yeah, no, it's actually quite similar to the 720 Spider. Road. The 720 actually has
skis could actually fit in. Yeah, nice talking to you. Take care. Sorry?
Thank you for coming down.
No, I think that's actually very useful, especially when you consider that you've got a big boot in the front as well.
True.
And I think as a car to cross a continent,
No, we don't have
cross a
to.
continent. I'm very impressed.
Yeah.
Nice colour too.
It's like leather.
Although, for my own personal preference, I like the blue.
Yeah.
Do you see all the carbon fibre around here?
Earlier.
So it's all clothed in carbon fibre, different elements. So you've got the different types of carbon fibre. So that's obviously
I love the colour.
the way that it's built. Shall we?
And the barbecue test is generally two guys stood at barbecue at this distance and just going. So I think.
I had 570 GT Nice quality leather. So we're being treated to a really fantastic evening of presentations and launch of the McLaren GT. It's going to be an absolute machine. It's kicking out more than 600 brake, I suspect 610 or 620 PS. It's a brand new 4-litre twin-turbo V8 engine, and the characteristics of the GT are very, very mirrored in this car. It's definitely being set to be a GT. So quiet inside, nice throaty roar from the engine and the exhaust system when you're on it. And it's a good look. It has a nice design, which is very important to any GT in that category. Very, very, very impressed with the car. So it's been a remarkable evening, guys. I've really enjoyed the McLaren GT. I think it's going to be quite a revolutionary car because it's obviously a completely new platform. So unlike the 570 GT, which was obviously limited, I thought was a fantastic car, but it was obviously limited by the fact that it was using the platform from the 570S, and ultimately there's only so much you can do. This is a completely new platform. It's been designed, it's been engineered, and it's going to be manufactured by McLaren, and apparently it really does offer the best of both worlds. The ability to cross continents in its Grand Tourer status, but also at the touch of a button to be able to switch into supercar mode and drive it just like we do our 675 LT. Looking forward to driving it. Thanks for watching. It's Ian at SS8000 Cars signing off.